Hello, Seeker. Today I'd like to talk to you about the rune Nauthiz. What is Nauthiz? It's been called the war fetter. It's need in its simplest form. Not just need like you might hear from a child. I need that candy bar now. No, Nauthiz is a much more tangible, palpable, ancestral need. Nauthiz is the kind of need you feel when you're about to be homeless. Nauthiz is the starvation of someone who hasn't eaten in 2 days. Nauthiz is the shaman desperately trying to start a fire in the snow so that that shaman doesn't freeze to death. Nauthiz is the most intense form of need that you could feel. It's the feeling you get when you go to bed at night after something really horrible has happened to you. And you just don't think that you'll ever be happy again. You need something, and your mind has completely convinced you that there is no way you will ever get it. That cold, icy, electric feeling you've gotten perhaps when you've gone through something like that. That's Nauthiz. That's the energy of this rune. It's exhaustion. It's an indicator that you are going in the wrong direction. It's danger. It's a warning. But it's also a call to make something of the situation, to see beyond. The tarot equivalent might be well, I don't know that there is a tarot equivalent. I was going to say the Five of Cups, but maybe that's just the side of Nauthiz that encourages you to look beyond. In the Five of Cups, if you're not familiar with it, there are 5 cups, and 3 are spilled, but 2 remain upright. But the character in the card is looking at the 3 that have spilled. The character is completely overtaken by grief for what's been lost. That he or she isn't even looking at what remains. There is that side to Nauthiz. Nauthiz, that side of Nauthiz, I should say, is a call to look at yourself, or to look at your situation, and discover how you might pull yourself out of that most incredibly dense pain, dread, that feeling of need. How would you get yourself out of that? It depends on the situation. I read an example once where someone talked about Nauthiz as a call to rub 2 sticks together because it's the only way you could start a fire. Pointing out the fact that Nauthiz is 2 sticks rubbing together. I don't know if that imagery is intentional or not, but I like it. So if Nauthiz shows up in a reading, what does it mean? Well, I think it's an even bigger warning than Hagalaz. Nauthiz in a reading is an omen for a period of starvation, a period of lack, a period where you will be feeling need intensely. Of course, you always have the power to change the weave of the web of weird for yourself. But that's what omens are for. That's what rune readings are for, isn't it? You read the runes, you read the threads, you find the echoes that point back to the things that are going to trip you up. And then you change your life as much as you can to avoid or at least soften that blow when it comes. As a rune used practically in magic, how can you use Nauthiz? Well, like with Hagalaz, mostly I can only think of offensive uses. But I have used it like this to drive away need. Maybe it was the other way around. Not like that. I should say. I've used it with the bar going this way to drive away need, not just upside down, because it's the same rune. You can use it as parts of bind runes or staves with the bar going the opposite direction to drive away desperate situations, to protect against that. That's what I've used it for. You can use Nauthiz for anything that you might need to bring an absence into. It's vacuum in a sense. So you might draw Nauthiz on a tumor, for example. You might draw Nauthiz on an abscess or on a fluid-filled sac on someone's body. Anything where removal, the vacuum, the sucking, the sense of need might be applied practically and to good purpose. Nauthiz, the rune of need. Now I'm going to do a meditation on Nauthiz, and I'm going to post that meditation and this video on my Patreon and also on YouTube. You can subscribe to my channel and get more of my videos. You can also check out my channel. It has over 100 videos on it. To learn a little bit more about mystic heathenry and my my steady delving into Paleo-European or Old European spirituality, getting to the very root of my ancestors, and maybe yours as well. Even if you don't have ancestors from Europe, the runes don't recognize race. Neither do the traditions. So, I kind of went off on a tangent there, but now you know where I stand. You, those of you out there who have absolutely no European ancestry at all, I applaud you if you're picking up the heathen path. I'm fully in support of that. I think you should go to the gods that call you. And if the gods of another nation or another people or another time call you, go for it. Before I went off on that tangent, I was talking about my links. My name is E.S. Wynn. I have over 71 books in print. You can find out more about me at my website, which is www.eswyn.com. I'll put that and a link to my Patreon in the About section of this video so that you can find out more about these mystic approaches to heathenry. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Be well.